Hey, how you doing, YouTube? This is Crypto Nick coming at you live from the 105. Alright, so without further ado, I'm here to talk to you guys about a project called Wonderland. Now, a lot of you might have heard about this project. It's starting to blow up, especially in the whole DeFi movement, the whole crypto underworld that a lot of us lurkers are in. But I actually, as of today, have a couple normies who have hit me up on Twitter about this. I'm talking surprising normies that I don't even know about Ethereum. They think cryptocurrency is just Bitcoin. Those kinds of normies. They're talking about time. They're talking about Wonderland. So I'm like, what's up? Maybe it's time for me to make a video about this. Maybe some people need to understand why it's such a bullish project and some utility behind it. So without further ado. Now a lot of people are saying crazy claims like, can $1,700 turn into $1 million in a year? The answer is yes, if current conditions can stay. It could also be more than $1 million. You know, it could also be less. Don't put $1,700 into this that you don't have. Don't put $50 into this you don't have. You know, if you gotta feed your daughter, if you gotta do child support, you know, just steer clear. But if you're like me, you're a degen, want to ape in, you know, this is not financial advice. I'm just educating you guys. So how is this going to make us money? Well, it's a liquidity providing protocol. What's so special about this is it's trustless. So it has a protocol that's going to constantly accumulate assets in its treasury. Let me show you guys. So here's the APY, 69,000. Treasury has $300 million in hard assets in it. This is a protocol. This isn't a person. This is a smart contract that basically is programmed to only have the interest of the project and the protocol in mind. It doesn't want to help the individual. A lot of times with these farming projects, you have a big whale coming in and he gets all of the rewards, and then he'll dump the reward token that's given, so it's not worth any money to anyone who's a little guy. This is kind of why this DeFi 2.0 moniker has been given to projects like Wonderland. The protocol is trustless. So we go here. This is kind of like the dashboard. This is where it shows you the rewards. They also let you mint right now. So I have some alpha for you guys. This should be news to a lot of people because I just heard it today on a Twitter Spaces that Daniel was hosting. He mentioned that they might altogether get rid of the entire minting function, which might change the APY, but it will increase the scarcity of time so dramatically because people want to be in this DAO, especially after he adds more pairs. You know, like, there's so much still to be done with this. Right now the ROI for 5 days, 9.4% for 8 hours, because they do every 8 hours they give a reward. Rebase, also called Epic sometimes, 0.6%. You know, some banks only give you 1% a year. They're going to give you 0.6% in 8 hours, every 8 hours, compounding. So this is like a very, very, very simple concept, but some people still don't understand it. So if you're compounding by 10%, you know, you get extra dollar after twice. After 3 times, you get another extra dollar, and then you get like 0.1, you know, so that's 30. So that's a month of compounding. What was it? $100 by 10% every day. You know, the compounding interest. So that's also, I want to make this clear for you guys out there. That's the difference between APR and APY. Okay. So APY takes into account compounding, because compounding is very, very powerful. You know, Einstein, the smartest motherfucker alive, ooh, excuse my French, he said, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. It's not an exaggeration. The math behind shows that it's not. The same math I just showed you guys. Okay, so that's a little bit of alpha for you guys. Alright, so back here, Daniel Sesta, this guy's dope. His whole thing is Occupied DeFi. Together we are one, Frog Nation. He calls all his followers frogs. He's just a really cool guy. He has everything he touches, like 6x's, 10x's. All of his projects are turning to gold. Time has been no, Wonderland and time has been no exception to this. So again, I mentioned that the protocol has backing. This is actually how much backing it has. So it's like $1,000 backing per time, while the time price is at 8,100. So that means 1/8 of your time is actually like backed. I mean, that to me is huge, because the protocol will retain that value no matter what happens, and the protocol is going to last forever and ever and ever. Like, it's always going to be making this money, giving liquidity, because people are always going to be using, they're always going to need liquidity for things like AVAX and MIM, which is a widely used stable coin, and AVAX is the entire power of the blockchain. So now I want to go ahead and show you guys, let's see, General Electric. So they have a 30 PE ratio, which means, you know, they earn, their stock is worth 1, and their price of their stock is worth, like, let's say $30. So that means they earn $1. So it's like the price of your share to your earnings, PE ratio. So, you know, if Wonderland is already earning 1,000 and its price is 8,000, that's a 1-to-8 PE ratio. Very, very, very low. Because that's General Electric. They're considered a value stock. So they're like, you know, they're not growing anymore. They're cash flow positive and they're valuable. Not growing as fast. Now, growth stock like Tesla, where people want to own it for what it will become in the future, this is at 785 PE ratio, right? 785. Just think about that for a second. Tesla's at 785 PE ratio. Wonderland's at an 8 PE ratio. I mean, do you see the potential here right now? Banking system's a mess, but that's a whole nother video. Lastly, I mean, as far as, you know, the chart says, as far as the graph goes, it's a very, very healthy chart. You know, it's been around for about almost 2 months. So it's definitely withstood, you know, some time. That's been giving out these insane APRs, these same insane rewards. Kind of looks similar to the S&P 500, except obviously it's going up way, way, way faster. But it does kind of follow in a very neat, uniform upward trend. Very, very, very good looking upward trend. You know, you can't trust anyone in crypto, so why trust anyone doing a regular farm? Trust the protocol. I can't stress this enough. This is something that you can just chill in. A little possible alpha again. I was in a Twitter Spaces earlier. Danielle was talking about allowing DAOs to be spun up from within Wonderland Dao that will contribute to Wonderland Dao. So this could be like the base for like an entire network of smaller DAOs, which blows my mind. You know, you need to be protected by something like a protocol like this, farming or making passive income, because at the end of the day, everyone's just trying to make $1 in this, and they will dump on you, they will wreck you. That's why I like Daniel Sesta so much. It might be his Italian accent, I'm not sure, but it's something about the way he talks. You can tell like he earnestly wants to make a difference with this whole Occupy DeFi movement, and just how passionate he is about his projects. It's really cool to have a dev like that, and you can just tell he's in it for the right reasons, you know, hopefully. Anyways, if you like this content, if you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you give it a like, if you give it a subscribe. You know, have a great day. Occupy DeFi, you know, Wonderland Time to the Moon. I think this is going to be a great project to get in, and I wish all you guys the best of luck. Peace out. Alright, for the homies that made it this far, I want to go ahead and show you guys a cool kind of projection feature that Wonderland provides. So, without further ado, let's say you have 0.21 time. So that'd be a just to make it to a million, 0.22. Okay, so that'd be a $1,650 position, and what that would entitle you to with the current rebasing, it'd be an ROI of 1.78 every day, so $30 a day, $216 a week, and $1,150 a month, and after a year you should have $1 million. This is largely due to the 3 compoundings per day of the 0.6%. I mean, the math is there, guys. The math is there. So if you think that this gave you any kind of use watching this video, if you understand the project a little more, if you know, want to get more videos, if you have any questions, I'd very much appreciate if you could give a like and a thumbs up, you know, subscribe if you are therefore inclined. I'll also leave some cool links down for you. I'll give you this calculator, I'll give you the Dao, maybe an article or two I think are interesting and might be able to help you guys speed up your understanding on this. My name is Nick's Picks, and I try to, you know, simply put, find good positions you guys can make. Always do your own research. This is not financial advice. Have a great, fantastic evening, and I wish you guys the best.